Welcome to day 4 of Worthwhile Watches San Martin Mania! If you missed the first 3 days, be sure to check those out. They're not bad. This is a 10-part, 1 video per day series where I give you a 4K close-up view of my entire current San Martin collection, along with my opinions, good and bad, about each one. So, if you're a San Martin fan, or if you want to learn more about San Martin watches,
you are in luck!
For day 4, we have the SN0129 GMT with aventurine dial. About the word aventurine, when talking about watch dials, I usually hear people say aventurine, but I've also heard it pronounced aventurin. How do you say it? If you let me know in the comments, I'd be interested to know. Anyway, this watch features the Seiko NH34 GMT movement, a stainless 24-hour bezel, and a very sparkly dark blue aventurine dial that, in certain lighting conditions, sparkles like a glitter bomb exploded in a disco ball factory. I originally bought this watch to see if I liked aventurine as a dial material, and to try out San Martin's then recently released SN0129 GMT line. But I'm still on the fence about aventurine, and the SN0129 case design is actually not my favorite, but we'll get into that a bit later. Going over the specs, this case is just under 40 millimeters with a lug-to-lug measurement of just over 46 millimeters. The weight sized for me is about 144 grams. The thickness is about 13.6 millimeters. On top is a high-quality, slightly domed sapphire crystal with blue-tinted AR coating. As usual, the fit and finish are excellent on this watch. I really like the SN0129 case design and the use of brushed and polished surfaces. The finely brushed top and sides nicely contrast the polished chamfered edges, and the polished crown guard surface gives it an extra pop without being overdone. It's all tastefully done. The bracelet is equally well finished, tapering to a toolless micro-adjust clasp, which always allows for a good fit. As with almost all my San Martin watches, this one runs reliably and accurately. Like most San Martins, this one is a very good value for the price. I'll post a link to San Martin's website if you're interested. And again, this series is not sponsored and these are not affiliate links. Better prices can usually be found on AliExpress if you search for San Martin SN0129. The SN0129 GMT case has a nice downward curve at the lugs, allowing it to wear flatter on the wrist. But the one thing that keeps this watch from being higher on the list is the thickness. But not just the thickness, it's how it's distributed. A lot of watches, especially inexpensive ones, have this problem where the case back protrudes underneath the watch, raising it off the wrist and causing gaps under the lugs. This watch is not the only San Martin with this issue. I mentioned this on day 3 with the SN0111T. This GMT is not the worst offender in this regard, but the protruding caseback still is present. Overall, this watch wears a bit top-heavy due to the weight and thickness. It's not terrible, but not the most comfortable watch to wear all day. You can see that this Omega Planet Ocean is a thick watch at about 14.2 millimeters, but the case design allows it to settle down on the wrist without any gapping. Even though this is also a heavier watch at almost 178 grams, the weight is pretty well distributed. One of my favorite examples of good case design is this Phoibos Leviathan 200-meter dive watch. This watch has a chunky design and weighs in at over 170 grams, but the caseback barely protrudes at all underneath, and the downward lugs cause this watch to sit right down securely on the wrist with no gapping at all. This Leviathan is actually a very impressive watch, and I still wear it quite often. I did a full review of it here if you're interested. So this San Martin SN0129 GMT is a nice watch, but the way it wears keeps it out of my regular rotation. Also, the aventurine is usually a bit blingy for my tastes. Occasionally I'm in the mood for something a bit flashy, but unfortunately this one just doesn't get picked very often. And that's it for day 4 of San Martin Mania! I hope you'll join me again tomorrow for day 5, where we'll take a look at another watch that I like slightly better than this one. If you're not subscribed yet, I hope you'll consider it. Liking, subscribing, and commenting really help the channel. And if you want to take a guess which San Martin will be featured tomorrow, leave it in the comments. When the series is over, I'll shout out anyone who actually gets any of them right, as long as you post before the next video releases. I'll see you tomorrow for day 5. Until then, have a good one.